inheritance. So in the previous chapter we have studied about the inheritance, right? How the traits or the characters will pass from one generation to another. So in that we know that DNA. What is DNA? Right? You all know what is DNA. That is the deoxyribonucleic acid, right? So this large molecule is the basic component of each and every life, where this DNA or so-called deoxyribonucleic acid, it gives all the composition, characters, and it builds up the whole organism, the way the organisms were formed in a particular manner, right? So in this video we are going to study about the DNA. So what is DNA? So DNA stands for what? So we know DNA. So this is the structure of the DNA. It is just the rough diagram of DNA. So please go through your textbook and have a look over the structure of this DNA. So we know what is DNA. It stands for deoxyribonucleic acid. So this you all have studied this from your lower classes only. So in order to form the formation of DNA, we need to know the structure and also the components of DNA. From what components does this DNA is formed, right? So this DNA, okay, this is formed with the three components. So what are they? In order to form a DNA, we need some of the components. For example, if you want to prepare tea, you need water, milk, tea powder, sugar, right? So in the same way, in order to form this DNA, what we need the three components mainly. So what are they? Wait, the first one is phosphate group, that is phosphoric acid. Then the second one is sugar molecule, where sugar molecule is nothing but it is the carbohydrate, where here the pentose sugar is the one more component which will be present in the DNA or during the formation of DNA. And the last one, that is the nitrogen or the nitrogenous bases. So these three components will combine and then they will form this DNA. Is this clear? So now let's learn what is this phosphate group and pentose sugar and these nitrogenous bases, right? As I said, in order to prepare tea, we need some of the ingredients like water, milk, sugar, tea powder. In the same way, in order to form the DNA, we need what? Phosphate group, pentose sugar, nitrogen bases. So before that, this DNA is formed of the what? Nucleotides. So what are those nucleotides? DNA is formed of nucleotides. So let me tell you, or let me give you a clarity where this DNA is formed by these nucleotides, or you can say these nucleotides forms the DNA. But these nucleotides are formed, not DNA, but these nucleotides are formed by using these three components. These three components will get combined and they will form the nucleotide. And again, these nucleotides, many more nucleotides, they will combine and finally they will form the structure of the DNA. Is this clear? See, let me tell you once again, where this DNA is formed of nucleotide, where nucleotides are formed by the combination of these three components, that is the phosphate group and pentose sugar and the nitrogenous bases. Okay, so coming to this nitrogen bases, here we can see the two nitrogenous bases, that is the first is purines, or you can say purine, and the second one is pyrimidine. So these are the nitrogen bases. So there are two types of nitrogen bases, that is the purine and pyrimidine. Again, this purine has the nitrogen bases like adenine and guanine, where adenine and guanine are the purines, and in the pyrimidines we'll be having the cytosine and thymine. So these are the nitrogen bases which are present in the formation of DNA. So you can see in case of pyrimidine where you can see the cytosine and thymine. But while in case of the formation of RNA, where there will be what? This thymine will be replaced by the uracil. Only this will be the difference. Where in case of RNA, the pyrimidine, that is thymine, will be replaced by the uracil. But in case of DNA, where purine like adenine and guanine are present, and again here pyrimidine, and in case of pyrimidine, cytosine and thymine, or the uracil in case of RNA. Got? So is this clear? So how these nucleotides are formed? See, have a look over here. If this is the, think, pentose sugar, okay? If this is the sugar particle it is, okay? Which pentose sugar it is? We are talking about the DNA, right? So it is the deoxyribo, okay? And here this sugar particle, see, this sugar particle will be having the what? Nitrogen base over here. It may be the adenine or guanine, anything. And again here this sugar will be having the phosphate group, that is phosphoric acid, okay? So this forms the what? Nucleotide, okay? This forms the nucleotide, and these nucleotides will be held on by the bonds, hence they will form this nucleotide. So this structure, you can see this like this, okay? Nucleotide. So in DNA we can see two nucleotides, right? So it is called as the double helix model. Double, why double? Because it has the two strands, where the one will be from 5' end to 3' end, and the one more will be from 3' end to 5' end. So what is this 5' end and 3' end? So here, when these nucleotides are formed, where here in case of this fifth carbon, where C5, fifth carbon, see, this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, and this here will be the fifth carbon present over. Here the phosphate group will be free, so it is called as the 5'. And again here, where in case of C3, the OH group will be free when the down, or when this nucleotide will be the last nucleotide, there will be no presence of any other. So this OH group or this C3 will be free, hence it is called as the 3'. And coming to this one more nucleotide, that is 3' and 5', it is just exactly ulta or opposite to that. Is that clear? So it is called, DNA is also called as the polynucleotide. Got? Poly in the sense what? Many, where nucleotide is nothing but with the combination of phosphate group, pentose sugar and nitrogen base. Is this clear? This is how the nucleotides are formed. So these are the nucleotides, okay? These will form the DNA structure. And and also, can you see here, just the nitrogen base and the pentose sugar, only these two will combine and they will form the what? Nucleoside. This may be asked in your board exams, okay? Where this pentose sugar and nitrogen bases combine and form the nucleoside. With this nucleoside will combine or react with the phosphate group and it will form the nucleotide. Got? So these nucleotides will form this DNA. Is this clear? So this is all about the structure of DNA. So here, let me tell you some of the basic structure of DNA. Can you see this structure? So it is called as the double helical or double helix structure, okay? Because two nucleotides are present, so they are here, DNA is the complementary and they will be anti-parallel to each other. Parallel in the sense what? They will be straight, linear to each other, right? So this is the anti-parallel. So can you see? It is helix in the sense twisted. Can you see the springs? Or you can see, in case of some staircase, the shape will be like this, right? Like this, right? Okay. So this is called as the double helix model. And this was discovered by the two scientists, that is the Watson and Crick. Always remember, Watson and Crick model of DNA is this. And they also got the Nobel Prize for this. Okay. So you can see here, these are the what strands it is, right? Double strand. So it is called as the double helical model. And here you can see the base pairs where the coding has been taken place. Always remember, this adenine will be coding with the thymine and this guanine with the cytosine. Always remember that. So we know that adenine and guanine are the what? Purines, where the thymine and cytosine are the pyrimidines. But here, while coding, the adenine will code with the thymine and the cytosine will code with the what? Guanine. Got? Is this clear? So this is all about the structure of DNA. And here you can see this phosphate. So one more thing is the backbone of DNA. Okay. So what is the backbone of DNA? It is nothing but the sugar phosphate backbone. See here, sugar and phosphate. So this sugar phosphate is called as the backbone of the DNA. Okay. This may be asked in your multiple choice in case of your CET or NEET and all. Okay. Do remember this. And one more thing is, with this one turn, can you see this? Two turns. These two parts is referred as one turn. Okay. Not just this small one. These two parts combiningly, it is called as the one turn, and its length will be 34 angstrom. Very less, 34 angstrom. And again, the difference between the base pairs which are present over here, that will be 3.4 angstrom. Because in each turn, there will be presence of what? 10 nitrogen base pairs. Okay, in the sense 20 bases will be present. So when you divide 34 by 10, we will get the 3.4 angstrom. That will be the difference between each nitrogen bases. Is this clear for you? So this is all about the structure of DNA, which is very basic. Please do remember this. Okay. And this completes the structure of the DNA. And in the next video, let me come up with the new more interesting topics. Till then, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you find my videos are useful to you, please kindly share it to your friends and some other students. Thank you everyone. Take care. Bye bye.